Howdy, y'all. I have prematurely went live, but here we are. Let's see here. Let me flip the camera. Here's old Matt working on a bowstring. We got Jackie over here.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I was uploading a picture and suddenly hit the live button somehow.
Surprise, surprise. Bet y'all didn't think y'all see my other book.
What's up, Muddy Ducks?
How's it going, Muddy Ducks?
I accidentally hit the live button before I wanted to, but I was sitting here, so I just went with it.
I know you ain't got that camera on me.
I do.
God almighty, you can do them better than that now.
Oh, man.
I'm surprised it didn't break.
What's up, Andrew?
Look back over there and Jeremy's got sparks coming off the phone after he put it on me.
What bow is this for?
This is an Alpha Max 09 model. 32 inch to 28.5 inch draw length.
Andrew, I think I forgot to answer you yesterday at some point, but we sell those zombie slayers for like $60 for a 6-pack fletched and cut and ready to roll. There's the T-Bob. Mikey says hello, Jackie.
Mikey.
What would you like to say to Big Johnson? Mikey, did you find somebody with a drone the other night? I seen you post something that confused me. And then some article came up that Mikey Johnson had found. Muddy Duck says, hello, Jackie. Here's TJ's bow while I'm killing time. And they did away with the purple this year. Can you believe that? Muddy Duck said hello to the Ritchie brothers.
The Ritchie brothers.
There they are at a wide screen together. We're trying to get all these strings over here knocked out.
Is the same as the original Fanatic, ain't it?
Say that again.
Fanatic 1.0.
Yeah, same thing.
As the original.
Yeah.
So Mikey's in search and rescue now?
Mikey took a drone up, from what I can understand, with some sort of infrared apparatus
Pretty cool.
and found a man that fell out of a tree stand or something like that. He'll have to correct me, but I'm close, I think.
That's pretty neat, man. Dang, the green one's got it.
It's a pretty cool color. It's got a white thin stripe in it. This is like a super wide angle on this thing for some reason. Like I'm right on it and it looks like I'm way away.
Zoom in.
What's up, Stan the Man? TJ's over here looking up some string specs. Jackie's measuring stuff. Matthew is finishing this set.
I took the green out of OCD. About ready to finish it up now.
Man. We got some electric blue action over here. Let's see what's in here while I'm walking y'all around. We'll go in the office in a minute and have our usual chat. I didn't really mean to hit the go live button when I did, and I was perched in there getting ready. Let's see here. He was located by DNR before we got there. My things keep going away. Blue. What's going on, Jeff? We got some bows. We waiting on some more bears and primes and all that. What's up, Mick? Here's our fancy Christmas tree that's leaning a little bit because I lost the screw that goes in the base of it. But from over here, you really can't tell. I need to plug it up. Hang on. Oh, Merry Christmas to everybody. Oh, okay. There we go. Let me see where I can get it better. Now we're cooking. TJ sold a couple bows today. These Bear packages have really been doing good, and PSC packages. And we got probably another, I don't know, 2 dozen on order. Everybody's just super slow, and we got a couple dozen primes on order. Let me flip this camera. PSC, that's mighty close. What's going on, Daniel? PSC, I know of a couple things that I can't talk about that I thought were already going to be released, and we ordered them. But I also know they are way behind, so they may be trying to make a few of them before they release it. But they got some cool stuff coming. We got 2 or 3 PSCs in last week or week before, just packaging kids' bows, and no NXT type stuff yet. Hopefully sooner than later, and hopefully this new stuff will come out. But we already put on order some of the new stuff, just so hopefully we'll get it right around the time it comes out. But I hadn't heard any updates of why they're waiting or what's going on. So, but the Bear stuff's really been doing good. The kids' bows and the adult bows, and then TJ, you sold what, an Uprising, the last bow,
Yeah, I
PSC.
sold the last
That bow's a good little bow from PSC for a starter. And anyway, it's been going pretty good. We're supposed to have a bunch of Black Eagle stuff coming tomorrow. Next
That's
day.
what they said when I looked it up.
Sometime.
It's supposed to be here tomorrow.
All right, let me flip this back around so you can gotta look at me. Anyway, I'll go and put this thing on a tripod.
You gonna bring it out here? Or you want me to come in the office?
We'll just go in here, I guess. I accidentally hit live before I was ready to go live, so that's why. All right. Can I zoom out? Whoa, I zoomed in. This thing's going crazy.
Uh-oh. Yeah, it is.
I don't know how to fix it.
It's focusing in on the dial on the computer. It's like you zoomed in way in on it.
How in the world?
Alright, we're good.
Kinda, but I can't see you.
You got that thing in a widescreen format or something?
I don't know how to fix it.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna do something and it's probably gonna zoom back in, but hang on. That's about all I can get.
Oh,
If I can back up, maybe. I got a
Yeah,
bow
we-
in. I got a bow in the way.
I think the tripod normally is a little bit further back.
Oh Lord, I got bows in the way. This is a mess. That any better? He said no. Let me bring it up here.
You're good. If I scoot over a little bit right here, I think I'll be good too.
We may have to lean in.
Yeah. Let's see.
Now we're cooking.
Wish they'd make a bow like the Attack and the Carnage with the Eco Cam system. That's Andrew Mackey asked.
Honestly, to me, the Carnage was way ahead of its time. You know, past parallel lens. It looked cool. And I mean, that's an older bow now. I agree. I think they ought to do something.
Yeah. What's up, Richard?
Richard, we got your stuff. I got to put it together and I got to ship it to you. Thank God, everything finally came. Available. I don't have any of the carbon bows here. But I mean, I get one. They've been telling us a little over a month on them, but I don't know if it's because of Christmas or the new stuff coming out. Everybody seems like they're taking forever and have for the past little while.
Well, you know, they had the fire in the...
Yeah, but Tyler said that was fixed or whatever.
Yeah.
So. My favorite grip tape is the lizard skin. It's called lizard skin. It's actually for a bat, but you can get it in different thicknesses and different colors and all that. I just get the thinnest, like 0.5 millimeter, and it takes about half the roll. There might be some sitting here. Didn't I have some in here? I had a piece of it sitting here the other day.
Yeah, Andrew, he was saying that Carnage was, we were thinking it, it was ahead of its time with the past parallel limbs and everything, but we both said they ought to go back to doing something like that with those eco cams.
Richard, I need to figure out the cheapest way to get this thing back to you without it. Well, I don't know. I'll email you. I don't know what it costs you to get it here. I'm sure it wasn't extremely cheap, but we'll come up with something. Make sure it. I don't want them to kill us on shipping. But anyway, yeah, we just got to bolt everything on there and she'll be good to go. So it shouldn't be a couple days, something like that. We'll get her headed out. But I'll email you and let you know everything. It don't feel like it's December, although it did. We did hit a cold spell here. UPS charge. Okay, that's not too bad. That's honestly not near as bad as I was thinking, because I know
That's euros though.
somebody in Australia wanted. It's $85. That ain't bad.
Mm-mm.
Somebody in Australia wanted
I didn't know the conversion.
to ship me to Show and Bow, and it was some like hundreds of dollars, and I was like, oof. I didn't see that deer.
I ain't
standing.
either. Oh, he said that's pounds, not euros.
Let's see. Yeah, it's still under $100.
Okay.
Ain't bad. It got cold here, so it was 24 or 23 2 nights ago. Then it was like 27 last night. Now tonight we're back in the mid 40s, so we kind of getting back. And during the day it was in the 60s, I think, or almost, maybe, I don't know. Or was it colder? It might have been colder, but.
Well, I know yesterday it didn't get out of the 40s.
Yeah, yesterday was cold.
And then I think it might have hit the 50s today, and I think it's supposed to be, from what I can tell on the extended forecast, was mid 50s.
Yeah, high 50s, and then
low 30s, 40s.
Saturday we getting back down in the 20s at night. Anyway, I don't know if I'm ready for all this.
I am. I'm ready for some cold weather.
Anyway, it just don't seem like Thanksgiving was a mess here because everybody's freaking out over the COVID. Most of my people didn't get together. I'm curious to see what Christmas is like. 37. Let me do some quick math. For us, that would be, I think, high 90s. Am I right? 37.
I think so.
37 Celsius to Fahrenheit. It should be high 90s. 98.6. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Do not miss them days.
I don't know. I go back and forth. For the most part, now that I'm an old fat dude, I can take the cold better than the heat, I think. But, like, if I had to choose somewhere to live, it definitely wouldn't be in the cold. So, I mean, I guess I shouldn't complain. I'm just fat. I need to quit eating honey buns, donuts, and Twizzlers.
My biggest one is the Christmas tree cakes right now.
I bought me a pack the other day, and I'm glad you reminded me, because I don't know where they are, but they are in my house.
Oh, did you get the big pack or just the regular pack?
Oh, I got the family size, son.
No, I'm talking about, they make the big ones like, the singles.
I don't know. I just bought the...
They make the singles, like you buy at the gas station. They making them now in the big pack, like the fudge rounds and everything.
I know this is completely not archery related in any way, but around here, about a year ago, they started carrying them little cakes called the ooey gooey cakes, but butter cake or something like that. And there's a store about 5 minutes down the road that has them. And if I could find out where to order them in bulk, I ain't done it in a week or two, but I was about twice a week. I'd stop at that store and get 6 or 8 of them for everybody, and we would feast on them things. And then TJ's wife, Vanessa, called me and was like, listen, he's getting fat again. Quit buying them damn cakes. And I was like, yes, ma'am. Uh-oh, you can order them.
Uh-oh.
It's on. I've done searched Amazon, and I thought maybe somebody can, but they were high. I think I found them somewhere. They were crazy high. I may have to get my Muddy Ducks. Carbon bows versus milled aluminum tomato juice. I agree with you, Larry. I agree with you. By the time you take a carbon bow, Hoyt for example, put all that metal crap on there to where the sight can mount the metal and the rest can mount the metal and blah 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 blah. You pretty much back up to the weight of an aluminum bow. That's just I've always kind of thought that since. Now the Matrix and stuff like
Yeah.
TJ's got, it was a little lighter, but
Yeah.
now there's so much crap on them.
Yeah, I mean, if you take my Carbon Element G3 and I take everything off of it and you hold it up to one of the newer ones, it's got a lot. The new one's got a lot more heft to it.
Yeah.
Because it,
Have y'all seen, or have you seen, Expedition's got something up their sleeve that says stronger than aluminum, lighter than carbon, Project X, and they're going to unveil it in I think the next month or two. I don't know what it is.
Somebody
Somebody was,
titanium.
I don't know what it is, but something's coming down the line from them that should be interesting.
I would imagine it'd be titanium. But it does. While I'm thinking about it, since you work, do you know if they still make the red velvet Little Debbie cakes? I can't find a red velvet one anywhere.
DJ just lost like 100 pounds, or whatever you lost. I don't know what you lost. He lost some poundage, and I should have followed suit. Now he's talking about Christmas tree cake.
Well, that's the only time I get to really enjoy them because I don't eat them much more.
Yeah, it might be made out of bamboo. Who's perfected the carbon bow the best? Here's my thoughts on it. I think, Hoyt's probably looks the best. I think PSE's is the best build because it's like made in their factory, and you can go looking like, and it's just it is what it is. But Hoyt outsources them from China or whatever. And there's a million pages of stuff you can read on that. Whatever, it's fine. You know, it just is what it is. But anyway, I think PSE's, I like it because they're made at their factory and it's all fancy, and you can listen to all the sales spiel on that too. But the PSE kicks more than the Hoyt does.
Mm-hmm.
So Hoyt's got I think they got it figured out with it being a little heavier. It's not kicking as bad. I don't know. And then like for the most part, Bowtech, I don't know. Like, you know, they got the couple of cheaper bows that's got the same exact riser as some of the older Martin bows, or a couple year old Martin bows that had the same riser, and they're just buying it from China like that too. I kept thinking Matthews is going to come out with one, but I don't think Matthews will, because they know their bows with a little weight to them don't have any jump to them. So, I don't know.
I'm going to have to go by the store on the leave here. Jess says they make red velvet Oreos.
Oh yeah, I've seen them.
I'm going to have to go get some of them.
I know the first year, 2016, when the Carbon Air came out, and I ordered one and had one like the day it came out, just demo or whatever. It looked great, but man, that thing jumped, and I was like, oh crap! I mean, it would jump out of your hand. And that don't get me wrong, PSE's got better, but I still think Hoyt's, as far as a look and a shootability, feels better. But like I said, I like PSE's in-house stuff, so I don't know.
But the grips on carbon bows are warmer in the winter.
Yeah, that's the truth. That is the truth.
I'm interested to see when them primes get out there with the aerogel in there that's supposed to keep it.
Vanessa, have you checked your Facebook? I can check it on here. At our Archery Shack Christmas gathering, you could magically unveil a red velvet cake, because the last one me and T-Bob here ate was awful.
It was
At a wedding festivity, and TJ's like, good God Almighty. I'm thinking this thing's gonna be good. I chomped it, and I was like, good God Almighty. He was like, this is awful. Let me see what's going on here.
Oh Lord, Stan the man says he knows the guy that's driving the truck still can get his stuff by the case.
Woo.
I don't know. I'm getting.
Yeah, in 2016, I went with the Halon 32 myself.
I got to slow back down on the Little Debbie's. I'm starting to gain a little bit of weight back.
We're going to get in contact with Stan the man. What if the Little Debbie truck backed up to the shop and unloaded? I knew a guy that worked for he drove like a bread truck and I guess they would deliver honey buns. And if something was tore up, I guess he could keep it and he used to give me some. But let's see what we got going on here. What time?
The town of Surfside Beach is live now.
Okay, I answered that one. Let's see here. I hadn't tried the strawberry shortcake.
They're good.
Have you seen the 3/4 plus the 4/4 bill? I have not, Richard, but I need to ask John Partain that helps us. Me and him talked about some kind of sharpener about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and that could have been it, because he knew all the details, and I was about half paying attention, and that could have been what it was. I'll have to ask him about it. Let's see here.
Oh, I can't remember who it was that emailed me now, but emailed me about a site. Want to know? I had heard of it, but I hadn't seen it. Let me get my email. Brad Adams asked me about the Omega.
The Omega who?
This is omegasites.com is what it is. There's a picture of it. It kind of looks like a rain. From what I hadn't got to do any, I've heard of them, but I haven't. I'm bad.
Range it, film it, shoot it.
Yeah.
This wasn't that device that they had at one of them shooting lanes last year at the show, was it? It looks kind of like it.
It might be. That might
But
be
it
why
is.
that name.
I'm pretty sure it is. Looks like it's almost like a cell phone screen mounted to a big brick, and it
Yeah.
ranges it and films it and the whole lot. It's like a scope with all kinds of stuff.
Have you guys encountered any problems installing the Gen 7 Next rest on the Black one?
We have.
Even on the Black 5?
Most of the primes, the little dampener gizzy that goes on the flex guard, we're having to take a little razor and cut the bottom. There's 2 metal weights, top and bottom. The bottom one, we're either having to like really push it up to where it's, I don't like it, or just cut the bottom weight off to where that thing will fit. That's pretty much it. I wish they'd make a rest. I don't know how they would do it, but on several bows, not just the primes, I just feel like some of these rests, especially the Hampskis because they're bigger, you just can't fit them in there without something happening.
Well, you know, and I don't, they made a prime specific mount on the Gen 7 Vapor Trail, but they didn't. I don't think they make it for the Gen 7X, do they? Or am I mistaken?
Not unless they just came out with it, they don't. 'Cause I
Okay.
asked them at the show last year, and they was like, "No, not yet." Fire knocks are good. I don't know. I'd have a hard time spending that money, even though they're good. And don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't know but about 2 people shooting them. Dorge, the guy that owns it, I mean, he thinks out stuff 20 times further than anybody else. I mean, we've talked to him at the shows and all that, but I don't know. I don't know if I wouldn't spend it, even though they are a little bit superior product. Yeah, newer, smaller Hampshire rest is coming out. As soon as we can get our hands on one, we'll order some because I think
that they done released it? Is that primer or Premier?
Premier, that was what it was. I couldn't remember. They I don't know when they'll start shipping, but we'll have some. They're gonna sell for what, $150, $130?
I never did see. I just happened to see it scrolling through.
One seller doesn't work
From one bow to another.
one stabilizer bushing. You mean like that screws the brass bushing that screws into the bow, or are you talking about like a quick disconnect or something completely different? Have you noticed a difference? I put in 2 or 3 of the Raptor, or of the Hampski. It might have been. It wasn't the Raptor then. It was the first one. Was it Insight?
The inside, I think, or
I think that's right.
Or is it the Versapeep? No,
I can't remember now.
me neither.
But then when Specialty came out with kind of the same similar thing, and everybody was already using Specialty stuff, we just kept everybody just wanted Specialty. But I mean, Hamsky makes great stuff. We've got their third axis level and had it for years, but they just came out with a new one. I'm gonna get one of those, get those new rests. On my tournament bow over here, I got the Trinity on it. I like their stuff. Screws in the bow. Muddy Ducks, I don't know. I know I've took one out of a PSC before and put it in an obsession.
Yeah.
But that's about as far. I mean, we usually, unless somebody strips one, which is rare, we don't really. The little brass. I don't have a bow here with one in it. I make sure we're talking about the same thing.
Richard wants.
I got you. Now, ultimately, what you have to do, and it's a kind of a pain in the butt. Well, the easiest way is probably to get a left-handed threaded screw, but you can also, if you can get pliers on that tiny little brass bushing and get them to bite, you know, you can just unscrew it. And I've had luck with that, but you gotta be careful because if you get into that paint, it'll tear the paint up.
Mm-hmm.
But you could also get like a reverse thread screw to where you're tightening but loosening the bushing. That would probably be the safest way. You probably get one of them on Amazon for a couple bucks, and that's a 5/16 24 thread.
Richard said he needs a Super Deuce 38.
Oh yeah, we got you covered.
3/16, and then Muddy Duck says part in the bow, but it's already out.
Oh, good. Hang on a minute. Let me go look.
Uh-oh.
I might have one, but I ain't 100%.
G5 peeps any good, or do they cut strings like people are saying? Jeff, we see a lot of the metal peeps come in, and it's just like any other peep sight company. I can't remember who it was a couple years ago. They actually had a batch get out, not going through the tumbler, and we put a peep sight in for a guy, and it actually cut his string. And, you know, of course they took care of him and everything, but, you know, I don't run a metal peep. I normally stick with I run a specialty. I just don't know about putting something metal because you never know if there's going to be a burr on it or anything like that you don't see or you might not catch.
Your brother just looked at me and burped loud.
Oh, Lord.
Ain't ducks.
Ain't no telling with him.
This is a Christmas miracle. But I've got one. I've got a Matthews parts box back there, and I thought there was a 50-50 shot. I'll mail it to you. We'll sit it right here, so I'll remember to do that tomorrow.
What do you think about metal peeps?
I'm scared of them. They, the old ones cut strings left and right, and we still have some bows come in with old ones in it, and it'll be tearing the string up. And I always tell people we ain't putting this back in there. And I know supposedly they fixed them, and they probably have and all that, but they tore up so many strings a couple, however many years ago. I'm not doing them.
Well, you know, who was it that we had a couple years ago that they had a batch get? That's what I was telling them. They had that batch get
Pine
through.
Ridge.
Yeah, it didn't go through the tumbler or something.
Yeah, and they started. And now I got to give it to Pine Ridge. And I like their peeps mainly because of how they handled this. I called them. I'm like, we had 2 or 3 strings cut. We all peeps, and they said we did have a bad batch, and they actually sent us a big bag of new peeps to replace old ones. Paid for every customer string that got cut, and sent us like a little demo pack of this random crap they make. And I was like, that's pretty good in my book, and never had any more trouble again. Mm-hmm. You know, the meta peep I feel like it's kind of been like a lot of trouble. Anyway, you are welcome for the bushing. Who is this? What in the world?
I don't know.
Here's what, I just opened this up from David Velez, and here's what you can come over here and look.
Oh, Lord. I can't see. Oh, God.
It's a chihuahua humping somebody's leg. Why would somebody send me that? Let me move right here.
Yeah, Richard, we do sell the Bowmore nose buttons.
I got you covered on the bushing. Don't worry about it. Mr. MD. Yeah, and like I say they fixed it. They probably have, but it was just so many. Oh Lord, there was so much problems that I didn't want to. That just scared me. I need to go here. Orders.
Yeah, Richard. What color you want? I'm assuming a flow green color. You got a pen right there? I'll write this down somewhere. Oh.
Bingo. How do I print another label?
They won't say flow green nose button.
Let's see. I didn't, but I'm gonna look right now.
Flow green nose button, super deuce. 38, 316. I think that's what he wanted. It was 316, wasn't it? Yep.
I know one thing. Facebook updated their like business page app, and it's a pain in the butt. Half the time, I don't know what people sent. Good Lord.
They tried to press it with the.
Probably the cable's not even in the track; it's riding on the stop. That's a mess. It is a mess. Yeah, I'm curious to see what Expedition comes out with. And we still got PSE stuff. We still got, I think, some Bowtech stuff.
I know.
Obsession said mid-December.
Any word from Hoyt? Or they
I know
still...
they said ATA originally, so I'm just guessing it'll be January. I don't know. If I was, well, it'd be hard to make changes this quick.
Yeah.
But somebody like Hoyt that's standing back and waiting, the latest, you could almost say, all right, Matthews did this, Bowtech did this, whoever did this.
Yeah.
And kind of do something. Thank you for the $5.
Yep.
Mighty Ducks. We try our best to be awesome. You could have kept the $5 and sent us a case of the ooey gooey cakes. I'm just saying.
Oh man.
But
I can't think of anything else I've seen.
I still want to shoot that little 27-inch Matthews just
I do
to see what
too.
it feels like. We need t-shirts. We could put mine and TJ's head on there. We'll get t-shirt, fair. Yeah, they do. Yeah, I'm just the original ooey gooey is my favorite. But I've bought all of them because there'll be 6 or 8 of us here working or whatever, and I'll run to the post office and drop all the strings in, come back by the store, and I'll just get like one of each flavor and distribute. But I've tried most of them, but the original ones.
The original and the lemon is by far my favorite too. I don't think anybody else. Vapor Trail, I don't think they've released anything new so far yet.
Not that I know of.
I wonder how many companies were expecting to release a lot of stuff at ATA. Smaller companies like, Vapor Trail really ain't a small company, but like your Vapor Trails.
Yeah.
Who else am I missing?
I don't know, but
A bunch of companies. If it didn't put a,
I wonder if some of them are just saying, "We'll wait a year," or
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't either.
I hadn't really seen many new sites or anything like that.
Mhm.
Hamsky was kind of the first accessory company that I've seen come out with something.
Yeah.
And like I say, I can't wait to get a couple of them rest in and play with them. I did see that comment about the ooey gooey. I'll tell you what, let me tell a quick story about the Ugu.
Uh-oh.
They put the Paula Deen restaurant down there at Myrtle Beach, and we went in there and ate a couple years ago, and they got pretty much the same exact thing. I forget, I think they just call it the butter cake or whatever, and I was like, good Lord. And it reminded me, my great grandma used to make something very similar. She called it sweet bread, but it was very sweet and just like that. So I texted, or I took a picture and texted my grandma, and I'm like, I need to bring you down here because this is similar to her. It was her mama, of course, but her sweetbreads. Anyway, about a couple months passed, and a buddy of mine was like, "You need to try one of them cakes at the store one morning." And I was like, "Okay." So I tried it, and I'm like, "Good Lord, this is the same thing." An ooey gooey cake is some kind of a sweet cake we found over at the convenience store.
It puts you in the mind of a flat pound cake in a way.
Yeah.
Or
I don't. Well, I know a few people shooting the Ultra View stuff, but not that come in a lot. You know what I mean? I really would like to try their scope myself because I was always used to a center drilled 19 thousandths pen, and now I'm shooting an up pen with an Excel system. And I shoot it fine, but I'm still not used to that up pen. I'd love to have that dot with that UV system. I need to just order one.
Mick said he just had breakfast.
And I have handled one of their releases.
Yeah.
But I don't own one. And I thought it felt good. But I think UltraView will be a huge company in the next 5 to 10 years. And I know they went through some growing pains just from what I've seen on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not local, but we're about 2.5 hours from them. They're down toward Atlanta. But online I've seen a lot of people complaining. I guess stuff was taking forever to ship and this, that, and the other. But I mean, literally, he started it out of his college dorm room, and old George Riles helped him kind of get it going. And then he was having people to 3D print stuff for him. And I think at this point, he knows he's got something big, and it'll continue to grow. Let's see.
I think I'm gonna walk in here and look.
6 feet grubs.
I'll walk in here and look.
I've got a whole tray of those grubs that we take off of old strings if you need some. They're a pain in the butt to get on though. Usually I have to take like baby oil or something and put on the loop, and then take like a cotter pin and try to slide it on. But I mean, I bet we got 100 of them in there if you need some. Bad press. We've got the specs on the V3. I think we've already made 2 of them, Daniel. No joke. Yeah, I'll do a review if we get the scope. I need to just order one because I really been wanting one. Hadn't thought a lot about it because we didn't shoot much this year. I need to just get me one. Just got the hinge. Had some customer service issues. Yeah. Here, I'll just put it.
I got 4 of
You
them.
talking about these little grubs? I'll put them in the pack in case you need them with bushing.
How long? Did you already answer?
Yeah,
that? Okay, I got you.
I'm called up. We'll do. Yeah, and we'll send them a pin too to try to slide it on.
Okay.
It's a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Anybody do anything cool for Thanksgiving? This in the United States? Like I say, it was a weird year because of the COVID. Everybody freaked. I still ate my turkey and my macaroni. We'll just throw it into the screen. You ready? 1, 2, 3. I'm kidding. Daniel, usually we do them on Thursday evenings about every week. Sometimes if it's a holiday or something, like sometimes there's a bunch of people still in the shop, so we won't do one, but most of the time we try to do them on Thursday evenings. We were doing them at 6:30, and I accidentally hit live when I was trying to upload the cover photo or whatever, so I actually went live at like 5:45 or something tonight, but that's cool. First one on the boat. Let me back up. I missed a couple. I'm going to Bigger Peep. Had a buck come in. Compared to the glow in the dark. It was good. You know, Stan, they make we may have some left, a glow peep. And it's just a regular peep from Radical Archery Designs. And they just lightly spray it with a glow in the dark stuff. So it's not like super bright, but it's enough to see. I had some. I don't know if I still got any left, but I'll look. Tried to overview dual grip. Returned it. Changed the draw it too much. Yeah. I've played with a few of those grips. I could see it going either way. You love it or you hate it type thing.
Mick said the COVID's almost done down there.
Hopefully it's done here, but then again, I guess y'all are coming into summertime, right, in Australia? Because we're coming into wintertime. And I imagine we probably got a couple crazy months.
Mm-hmm.
5-day look at some. Yeah, they, you know, all the who knows what's really going on with all the politic crap, you know what I mean?
Oh,
I don't know
Lord.
whether to believe half of it or who knows, but before Thanksgiving they were saying
Don't go.
you should get tested and don't be in your gatherings and all this stuff, and I don't know. I don't know, like I say, it's so much politics involved. I don't know. I mean, obviously it's real and it's bad. You just can't never tell how real and bad. We try, Andrew. We try.
We try.
Yeah, I think you get, how much she get tested, Vanessa?
Twice a week.
Dawn's been tested 3, 4, 5 times, but not twice a week.
Twice a week. What is it? Mondays and Thursdays, or is it Tuesday and Thursday?
I've
Thursday.
thought about getting tested just to know, like, in the past almost year of colds and stuff I've had, was any of it the COVID and didn't really know it, or, you know. But I guess if Dawn, she hadn't tested positive. I guess if she tested positive, then I would, but.
Monday and Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
But that's, you know, that's like, if Vanessa, I know if Vanessa, if she's tested positive, then I know I got it. And
I was watching something the other day. Well, it just popped up. I think it was on YouTube, and they were saying, like, you can go to, like, I guess Asian countries before the COVID, and you'd see some of them wearing masks because they're scared of all these diseases. And they said, I wonder if everywhere's going to be like that now. Like, it'll never be like it was. Like, you'll still see a lot of people wearing masks 5 years from now or 10 or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. And it could be true. I don't know. I still forget about the mask. Where was I at?
probably Wally World.
I went to the Walmart I don't know how many times, and I'll be like, crap, I ain't got no mask. And then usually they'll give you one, but I had to get into it with them one time because they were out. I'm like, I'm here to buy stuff, and I ain't got no mask. Find me a mask. And it was a mess. But I went to go in the store the other day and didn't have one, and they were like, whoa, whoa. And I'm like, what? So I was like, I did this, and I know I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. I just literally didn't have a mask, and I was trying to go in and get some gas or whatever.
I went somewhere and they said, I seen a sign on the door that said, if you don't have a mask, we'll be glad to sell you one for $1. I was like, oh Lord.
Never been one case in my town. That's wild. What's going on? Cross-side Urban Street Ministry. What town are you in? Where's your ministry at? I was hoping the summertime or the hot weather here would have kind of, with everybody being outside more and all this stuff, would have kind of killed off the COVID, but it didn't. Colorado. Been licking doorknobs in Colorado. I bet Colorado is beautiful this time of year.
Yeah.
And we could go kill us an elk.
Yeah. Only bad thing is, can't afford it right now. With Christmas coming up.
Yep. This is crazy.
I know, man.
How fast things go. Let's see here. I was wanting to do a review on that PSC Uprising, and TJ, yet again, sold it. Every time we get one, they go by there for like $320.
Oh, good Lord.
Dang. I bet it can get expensive.
Mm-hmm. Two people tested positive at his old job. Brother-in-law got it stopping for coffee at truck stop on his way to deer camp.
I'm starting to believe the whole everybody's gonna get it, just win and how bad type of talk, but who knows? Who knows? What a weird year though. I can guarantee you, John Dudley did. I don't know how much Pigman gets into the design. And just from meeting him a few times, and I don't know that he gets into the design part of it. But I could be wrong. But I guarantee John Dudley does. The Remedy, isn't that what Marky bought? We're supposed to have 2 of them being dropped off sometime soon for strings and tunes and all that. So we'll really be able to go through it.
I can't remember which one.
Let me look. I think that's what he told me he got.
Do you like the 10-degree stabilizer mounts that angle the front stabilizer down, and how does this improve stability?
I lied. They bought the Encore, not the Remedy.
Okay.
But we'll have some Encores to play with in a couple days. I hadn't shot the Remedy yet.
Mm-hmm.
I like, to me, the 10-degree stabilizer thing pretty much just it shifts it to where if you got 3 ounces on the front, it makes it feel like it's more weight, you know what I mean? And it's hard to describe without just holding it more forward. I shoot them on like my tournament rigs, and have for the past good while now, 10 years, however long, but I like them. I mean, I really do.
Yeah, it's getting about that time. Tournaments and shoots will start.
I seen Tab posted all their shoots the other day, last night I think. Kiwi those got one like second week, third week, something of January, and then Tab's not far behind them. My favorite quick disconnect is the
AAE gripper.
AAE gripper. That's the one. I don't know. I'm gonna try to get this bow from behind this camera without knocking everything over. So if you go down, you know why. But here's one of them. Oh! I told you. I don't know. I can't tell what I'm doing on the camera, but that's it. It's down, and I like it. You put it in from the side because vibration goes up and down. So that's what'll. If you got it mounted on a regular one. No, I can't get it back on here. If you mount a regular one up and down, they'll come loose pretty quick. But if you mount them side to side, they don't come loose that bad. That's something everybody started learning about the time these slanted ones came out. So they made it where it goes in from the side. And then if you do get a back bar mount, the gripper back bar mount I really like too, because when you tighten it down, well, more or less when you loosen it up, it has a mechanism that pulls apart the little cones that snug it up. I don't know how much you mess with them, but there's some of them you'll loosen up, and then you got to like beat on them to get them to ungrip from each other. So I like them. And price-wise, they're about along the same lines as everything else now. But
yeah, I'm running the AAE grippers on everything except I do have one quick disconnect on my Black 5. It's that new Excel quick disconnect they came out with, and it goes in on top side, but as far as I hadn't shot that bow a whole lot, but it hasn't worked loose on me yet, so
Stan said everybody at our workshop has been out of work at least once. Good Lord. None of my immediate family have got the 19 or had it, but some pretty close friends have had it, or people I know real well, and it's been like the majority of them like wasn't that big a deal, had a day or two, and then a couple of them got real bad. So the Tech Tomcat, we still make pretty good number of strings for them. Let's see. Went to Iowa to hunt whitetail because of the fires. I didn't get to elk hunt. That sucks.
Yeah, it does. I can't remember how much them front grippers run.
They're not 25-ish bucks, I think. I don't know, I might have sold it. There was one out there.
And it's gone.
Okay.
If I remember right, I think it was either 25 or 35.
I think it's 25. Hang on, I'll look it up and verify.
From what I can remember.
No, you're right, it is 35. I was thinking of 25. So they're a little more pricey than I thought.
Yeah, but still, I mean, for a front disconnect, for, you know, it's still not a bad price.
No, not for all that. And then, like, for an El Cheapo, I mean, not that this company's El Cheapo, but Shrewd makes a good one for, I think, 22 bucks, something like that. But I've tried to shoot Shrewd before, and I couldn't never keep my bars tight. Like, stuff was moving, I finally just sort of gave up. But I don't remember what system that was. That was a while back. I guess we'll get off here. It's been an interesting chat.
Yeah.
And I didn't even mean to go live when I did. But it was good talking to y'all.
Yeah.
And y'all be safe. And we got, of course, we do our podcast every Tuesday. It comes out. I think this week I'm going to have Bobby Looney, a new guy he wasn't in there a while ago. About half everybody wasn't, but Bobby's our newest helper. I mentioned it on the podcast. We're going to probably have him on the podcast this next week, as long as he can be here when we record it. And then we hadn't got any more of the Nexus bows in, but when I get to 34 and 36, we'll do some videos on them.
Yep.
There's honestly some of the cheaper bear bows I've never done a video on that I should. And then
we got the new legits in.
That's probably, anyway, so I'll have some bow review type stuff coming out sooner than later. And I usually try to have them come out on Sunday afternoon or evening. But anyway, other than that, we will get off here. Enjoyed talking to y'all.
Yep.
And just let us know if y'all need anything.
Yeah, we did. Sorry,
We just telling everybody bye, Brad. We're gonna have to stay an extra minute just to talk to you.
Yep. Brad, we did see, he's the one that asked me about the site. Omega.
We looked it up. And I think we seen it at the show last year, but didn't really mess with it a whole lot. It looks interesting.
I remember him saying it looks bulky.
It is bulky, yeah. That's what I said. I said it looks like a cell phone screen with a brick attached to it. Anyway, we'll get off here. Like I say, y'all holler if you need anything.
Oh, yeah.
And we will see y'all soon.
Oh, yeah. Y'all have a good one.